Bonjour à toutes et à tous. Aujourd'hui, on accueille une C20 et les C26 pour le démodé. Donc, on va avoir le droit à un projet de spécialisation et également à des projets de fin de première année. Alina, qui va commencer, a débuté chez nous en février 2023 et elle a ensuite poursuivi sur une alternance chez Cycléo. Donc, on est ravis de pouvoir découvrir ce projet. Bon courage à toi et à tout à l'heure.
Hello everyone, my name is Alina Jean from C20 and I'm going to present you the project Siki Vision. So first, the company that I work for is a company of specialized in sustainable mobility. They are specialized in backstation sharing, self-service backstation and bike shelter where the client will park their own bike. It will be used in the project. So SecuVision, it's a tool to supervise all the equipment on the map in France. It will monitor them in real time. Like for example, if a bike station is disconnected or not, or functional. If not, it will be marked on SecuVision. So it has two phases of development. First, we have phase one that we focus on the setup of the physical and software server. And after the phase two, it is the implementation of all the important functionalities expected by the top manager in Cycléo. So for the mission and task, I have managed the planification and the monitoring of the project. I participate in the creation of the web design. All the sourcing and negotiation to find the services that will help of the project, for example, a service for the hosting. I participate in the development of the database structure and the map integration. After the testing and the acceptance phase. So this is a timeline for the development of SecuVision. So in phase one, the development begin in July 2024. After it finished in September, and we have an observation time where we'll observe the behavior of the project and tested by the top manager if everything is fine or not, if there is some things to fix. After we did an interview with the top manager, where we define all the needs that need to be implemented in the phase two. For the phase two, we have the development begin in 2025 in June, and we expected the final release in January. So all the features in SecuVision, we have a dynamic map in real time, like a Google map, that we monitor all the bike station and bike shelter that we see on the map. One of the feature is to have notification by email or by desktop. For example, if there is an event that begin on the map, like a disconnection of an important bike station, like next to a train station, it will send an email of an alert to the user to say that it's disconnected. We had a report where the users can choose to be monthly, daily, or or weekly. It's a report of the number of disconnection that happen in a month, or what is the most disconnected station or the list, for example. The kiosk mode is used for the emergency in some city that will be displayed in a TV screen, so for the employees that can see in a big screen all the bike station shelter. So this is the team that have participated in the project. First, we have Viviane Ngo, that was the web designer of the project. We have, after Oktay Akut, the development manager. Eran Karaman was my boss, that have helped me on some expertise advice. Kubla Aktash has helped me in the API support for the project. And lastly, we have Marina Jean, that have given me all the operation support for the field equipment on the project. So for the technical specification, I will show you a demo of the project. I will first put my logins. This is the view of the map. You can see it used like a Google map. You can see all the bike station in Dijon. So in Dijon there is no bike shelter, so we can see it. You can see you have some filter to filter if you only see the OK station or KO. You have a research bar to search a specific station, and there you have the list of all the stations. After that, you have the dashboard, where we see the statue of the public site with the back office. There we have also a view to see all the bike stations. Now you have something for the shelter. You have the users management, where you can create or delete or modify the user. Only the admin, only a user with admin right can do that. Super admin. There you can modify or delete. You have the notification of the report or alert. When there is alert of a specific station, you can see directly on the map. You have the parameter. And finally, we have the profile of the user. So for the technology used in the project, we have used API REST and Swagger for the test and documentation. After we have Lucid chart and Figma to make the architecture, to make the schema of architecture, and Figma for the mockup. For the SQL part, is the SQL Server Express. For in the front end, we have HTML. HTML Razor, that is a feature of .NET, where the CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. Of course, we use a Google Map API to integrate the map. SMTP for the mail server. And finally, in backend, we have C# and .NET 8. This is the architecture of the project. We can see we have a middleware along with the database, like a replication of the database. It's used for because we less downtime for the project. In case of accident of the main database, we can use the backup, the replication one to recuperate all the data needed for the project. So you have a firewall, you have a server that will communicate with the mail server to send email to the user. And there you have all the API, external API or tools. So for the data structure, so to get all information, data needed for the CK Vision, we use two endpoints from the Phoenix tools. It's a tool used internally in my company. So this is the response body of the bike station and the park station. It has some similar information, just some that don't have the same, like for example, the status of the connection. This is the structure of the object, the user object, and for the monitoring. So user, we have the entity, the type of profile, and the choice of the notification. So for the code snippet, so this is the function that we resize dynamically on the map. When you can see on the map, we have a panel that we show the list of the station, and we resize it when you open or not. So the user will always be on the center of the map, so you don't change the position when you close or open it. We can see we recuperate all the ID, the HTML ID on there, so we can change the size of the height and width after, and make a calculation to make it. So in the collaboration part, so in the application we are used to make all the communication and collaboration. So of course we are use Slack and Teams for communication or meetings. We use Trello for all the structuration of the project, and for the ticketing we use Jira. Of course we use GitHub. We are for following the development of the project, we have used the Agile method. So we did a regular sprint with milestone if there is some major feature that is integrated or not. After it, next we have a regular testing phase. When we finish the test, after we we know if everything is fine, if there is nothing to add or fix, we deploy the project. So this is a picture of the Trello. So for the challenge I have encountered on the project, so first I have to define the need of the project for what we need to integrate. It was difficult because I have to define it with the top manager of the company, and generally they are not they don't have a lot of time in their agenda, so I have to find a time slot. And it was also a first time to speak with him. So I have to also for the first time write a specification for specification and acceptance test plan for the project. Acceptance plans is like a user case. We make several actions on different parts of the site, and we see if everything is okay, if it's working correctly. If yes, it's okay. If not, you have to put KO maybe some commentary. I have also learned how to use some new tools inside the company and along some new language like C# avec the .NET. The hosting service was difficult to find because inside the company we have some really specific needs to meet the requirements of the company. So it has to be a Windows server that be hosted in France. Not a lot will do that. And of course, because I was in a company, we have something that happened. It was the restructuration inside the company while managing the project. So a bit difficult because at the time of the restructuration there is a lot of projects that was stopped. So I didn't know if mine was gonna be stopped or not. And also in the middle of the project, my old boss, had quit the company in the middle of the project, so I put more time for the development. But I have just learned some things on the project. So first I did learn how to manage how to define the need, define all the functionalities, to the testing, finding new tools, to the deployment of the project. Now, because of the project, I know how to adapt to any situation and person in the company. I have also learned how to lead a meeting in French and in English. Because of this experience, I have become a bit more mature. So we have a phase 3 that will happen, but I want to work on it before I quit the company. So in the journey, it will put a new equipment called CP Park, but all the alert statistics related to the usage and along the monitoring and the detection of anomalies and errors. Thank you for listening. So, Dave, is there any question for the presentation? Or the project? Or tools?
Nobody?
Thank you for your presentation. How did you manage finding hosting, like a host?
So first, I have to search on the internet all the possible hosting. We first see if they do the Windows server or not. Sometimes I don't see if they host or not in France, so I have to make a phone call to the company, to the service. We discuss, maybe to make meetings to speak of the our need and what they can. After we will talk about the price. And generally, we compare several services to compare the best one, and also the price is not too high also.
Thank you.
It was a bit difficult to make a phone call at first.
How many people are there on your team?
Excuse me, I didn't.
How many people are there on your team?
On my team, so generally on my teams, before we were at least 12, along some, if we don't count the services that do the hosting, other things, but we were 12.
Thank you.
Ok, thank you Alina. On va enchaîner avec la prochaine personne. Merci beaucoup. Je pense qu'on peut la réapplaudir puisque c'est pas... C'est pas un exercice facile, c'est en anglais, c'est ton deuxième démodé, donc tu as un petit peu plus d'expérience que les autres, mais en tout cas, bravo pour le travail accompli, et puis bravo aussi pour l'alternance qui s'est très très bien déroulée. On enchaîne avec Quentin, il me semble. Et donc Quentin, tu peux venir t'installer, on va mettre en pause, et on se retrouve d'ici 5 minutes. À tout de suite. j'ai un éclairage rouge. On est de retour avec Quentin, qui est donc de la promotion C26 et qui a commencé il y a 9 mois seulement chez nous. Il va vous montrer son projet qui est très intéressant, qui a beaucoup de sens. Je vous souhaite un bon visionnage. À plus tard.
Hello, today I'm talking to you Autistic Eyes. The goal of Autistic Eyes are to upgrade the daily life of autism person and stop the isolation of these people. My name is Quentin Zuleski. I'm alone in this project, so I am the project manager, the developer, the tester, and the writer of the application. In the first time, I asked myself the question, what project I choose for the portfolio project. Quickly, I have my first idea. Realize an application for autism person because the help for these people is actually not sufficient. I noticed it with my brother because he has severe autism. However, this project are scared because it's very a personal subject. After a long moment of reflection, I decided to realize this application because I watch a meeting of women talk or a professional problem with personal problems in UX Day 2025. On the project choice, I have different ideas for the website. The community section is for the user share their experience, to ask help or to ask opinion with other member. The My Profile section is for the user modify their information, and the article section is for collect the different external source in the same place to make easier the daily life of autism person. The application starts with one command, thanks to Docker. First, the user interacts with the front-end built by React, which displays the visual of the application. When the user performs action, the backend built with Django receives a request, processes it, and communicates with the database built with MySQL. Surrogate of save the information. Finally, the user has the updated data because the response goes back the user with the front end. This code allows the creation of post. The asynchronous function make null at set error message before beginning anything. In the try block, I manage the creation of the post, and in the catch block, I manage the set error message and the console log for manage the error. Now it's time to demo. When the user arrives in the application, he is in a home page. In the home page, you have the last post and the last article. When the user clicks to the register, he has a redirect in the login form. For register, you click in register form. In the register form, you have the first name, the last name, the age, the location, the email, and the password. I already account in the application, so I go in the login form. I connect in the application. Now, after the user connect, the user redirect in the home page. You have the first last post in the home page. When you click more, read more, you are redirect in the page of the post. and you see their commentary. And you have the last source article. When you click read more of the article, you redirect in the external source of the article. In the My Profile section, you have the user information. You can modify this information or delete the account. When you go in the article section, you have the whole list of articles. Actually, the application has 20 posts, but you have 12 posts in the same page with the pagination. You have the second page with the other article. For create a post, you go in the community section. You have the whole post of the page. For create a post, you click the create a post button and you have the title of the post, the subject of the post, and the content. You can go in the post. You can modify or delete the post, and you can add a commentary, modify this comment, or delete this comment. And you can disconnect of the website. After the realization of the MVP, the community section, the My Profile section, and the article section are realized with success. For testing my application, I use Postman. The strength of the application are the minimal front-end for resolve many bugs, adjust the planning with the regular check-in, comment my code for add clarity, and I develop step by step the application. The uncontrolled challenges are first, adjust the planning for focus on the main function. I learn Django and React in the short time, and I add a pagination for upgrade the user experience. The next step for the project are to continue upgrade of the front end, add the unit test and the chat box. Thank you for your attention. You have a question?
I have a question.
Yes.
Who can add articles on the application?
You can repeat the question?
Who can add articles in the application?
It's with the script.
No, I mean any user can add an article, or is it up to the administrator of the website to add it?
You can know the user can add the article? No, it's not possible. The user can add the post, not the article.
Okay. Second question, did you test the application with autistic users?
No, because I want to finish the upgrade of the front end for go test the user.
Okay. Last question about the UX. How to say it? Is there a logic behind the choice of the colors and the design for autistic users?
It's the choice of the color is strategic?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I watched a meeting of AXA for understand the choice of the colors, and I choose the color en fonction de en fonction de l'émotion de la couleur. Donc par exemple, j'ai choisi de mettre le bleu pour la partie qui est sécurisant et la partie qui était plus jaune pour la joie. Other questions?
Ok, et ben bravo à nouveau, Quentin.
Merci.
Merci Quentin, bravo. On se retrouve dans 5 minutes et on enchaîne sur Damien. Allez, go. Nous revoilà avec Damien cette fois-ci pour son projet Cyberfin. Donc Damien, étudiant C26 ayant commencé en, non pas février, mais octobre 2024. Et ben, bon courage et hâte de voir ce que tu nous as préparé.
Hello everyone. Today I present my school project for the web, the demo day. My project is Cyberfeed. Why Cyberfeed is born? When you start to study in IT, always say it's important to I have IT monitoring, but you begin in the IT, it's complicated to have the good source for the IT monitoring. The project is here for help beginner have the good source and start an IT monitoring in cybersecurity. The project collect feed of different sites, make a summarize with AI, and give the possibility to a user see only them interest. The team of the project for the backend and EIC, it's me. Your front, it's me aussi, too. And for DevOps, it's me. For Stack Overview, I have used Docker and GitHub for CI. For the backend, I have used Django and SQLite and the Google Clouds for AI. And for the front, I have used React. For architecture, the user communicate with front. Front send to back by API, and the back with Django communicate with DB and API AI. The feed RSS is organized by a worker RSS and an automate with a cron. The code of the project is in facade pattern. I have used feed parser for automated the RSS import. Google for AI summarization. And I have make unit test, and 18% is coverage by unit test. Here you have the possibility to see the start of import of feed. I parse the data with the feed parser. I take the URL for see if it's not in DB, and I compare with previous fetch for don't have a useless request for API EA. Here you have the function for summarize an article with the prompt. You have the variable for API and the model used for AI. And now in the live demo. When you arrive on the site, on page see the 10 last news, You have possibility to see all our article on the site. You have you have possibility to create an account. Up. You need an email. You have a comparison of password for comment dire, for verify is a good password type. If you have an error, you have a message. And you select your favorite theme for. Oh, I have a problem. Okay, I use an account functional. When you have connect with an account, you see only the favorite theme on the home page. You have possibility to add an article and favorites for see later. And here you have possibility to see your interest center only with pagination. When you are connected with an account admin, you have a button for add a new source, new feed source, and for create page best practice. You need the title, and you write your content of best practice. You have possibility to add an image, and you see your best practice here. All article is just summarized, and you have access of original site for see the article in complaint. It's finished for demonstration. Future improvement of application. I need to add a newsletter for user of all last news every day. I need to add a quiz with a dashboard for the score of user. Cyberfeed is here for help beginner in IT monitoring. Thank you for listening.
Is your website responsive?
Yes.
Can we see it? What is facade pattern?
This is a method of code where you use a service for don't repeat for facilitate the code.
What do you mean by facilitate the code?
You call the service for je sais plus comment dire. Mais en gros, ouais, tu passes par un service pour comment dire, uniformiser tes appels, etc.
How do you select which sources are best, especially if other admins can add new sources? How can you make sure they're good?
The admin shows the source. For the moment, I use ANSI feed source, CVRT. that has in the last up. The hacker news, but only the user an admin can add a feed source, and the source is check if is HTTPS. The check the SSL certificate is valid, and with feed parser you have a possibility to see only HTML is on the feed RSS for éviter the script injection.
Thank you.
The articles are only in English, or do we have articles in other languages?
Yeah.
The articles in your application, are they only in English?
The hacker news, yes, is an English site. Is that a question?
Yeah. Are the articles on your website only in English?
The article, the summarize is in French.
Okay.
Other question?
Yes, how does your here article summary model work?
Tu peux en français, c'est possible?
Ton module de génération d'articles, donc comment il fonctionne?
En fait, c'est un prompt que j'envoie à l'API avec l'API Google. Où en gros, j'ai le prompt et je lui envoie toute la news pour qu'elle me fasse un résumé. Et je récupère un texte. S'il y a un texte, j'enregistre un DB. S'il n'y a rien, je mets une erreur.
Ok. Donc ça régénère totalement le texte ou ça prend des morceaux qui l'assemblent dans ton sommaire?
Ça génère entièrement un résumé.
Okay, et il retravaille tout.
Mais je lui envoie que 3000 caractères pour éviter d'avoir des trop grosses requêtes.
Could it work with the podcast? If the source is an audio source, could it work in Cyberfeed? Sorry, could it work with the podcast? If the source is like an audio source, could it work?
Only news, not podcast.
Okay, thank you.
Is that okay for the question? Okay, thank you, Damien. On se retrouve d'ici 5-10 minutes pour la prochaine personne. Et donc, ce sera Vikash. Allez, à tout de suite. On est de retour, toujours avec nos étudiants C26 du campus Alberton à Lille. On est ravis de vous présenter, Vikash est ravi de vous présenter son projet sur le sport et la connexion. Bon courage.
Merci. Hello everyone. Today, guys, speaking with you of my project portfolio. Before to begin, my name is Vikash Depang, and inside that project, I have a role of project manager and full stack developer. Sport Connect is a social network that I make for create interface for player basketball, fan, and athlete for make a good connection to the level amateur of professional level. For my MVP, I have that result operational, so a good authentication, so register, login. I have also a personalizer user profile, have a dynamic feed for publication. I have a temporary story, and have also a platform of contact between a recruiter and player only. For that project, I take that number, so MVP coverage and 89% on planet future successful development. I have a good responsive report for API, and so 215 seconds, and have also a good user certification because I let my friend and my family test the application where they give me feedback. For a technical architecture, for my front-end, I use React Vite and Tawi CSS. For my backend, I use Node.js Express and MongoDB for the database. I use also a Extend service, Cloudinary for storage, different media. Here we can see a little code snippet. So that is a business logic of my login. Here we can see of first one verification of element for new. So we have a different command to define a different step. And for the next, I have a platform demonstration, and next we have a live demo. So demonstration, you have a user login for first one. We have also content creation, dynamic feed, and social interaction. We have also responsive navigation and user interaction. So let's go for the demo. That is the first page of my application. When inside on the application, you have a possibility to log in on or register. So if you go to register, you have that formula to reply, and I can have that formula to reply. And after you create an account, you redirected by the page login. For the test, we test for the user existent. When you connect, you redirected on the home page. On the home page, you can see a different publication of a user. You can see a different publication of a user in the interaction. So I can like a picture of a publication of Emmanuel. We have also a different story. You have a possibility of added story. So you upload media on your desktop, and the media is displayed. After we can make a story a story is visible next. So that's the story of Emmanuel. We have also a possibility to create a new post. You have also a possibility to create a new post on the bottom navigation. You come here and you have a possibility to create a publication, to import publication and take directly publication with your Chrome. When you click to import, you have a same thing and shows publication. You can put the message. And after the publication is made and you redirected on the feed page. Feed page is a page when you can see different publications. So TikTok, we can see a publication to feed, and you have a publication of different users from the feed. We have also a profile. All the users have a profile, so we have a little bio that we can edit. We have also a number of posts. We have a number of posts. We have a number of followers and number of following. But I have a little mistake with the publication of media in the profile. So with that, we see a blog photo. We have also the possibility to contact a recruiter on Athlete. When I insight on the profile of other user, I can see a different option. I can follow contact the user. If I contact the user and redirected on the page contact, I enter the object and directly we send a message to the user. We have a message successful send. And the last page, we have a possibility to research a different user. For example, if I insert A, I can see all the users. We have A on the username. When I inside here, I can see the profile of a user that I search. I inside have a bio. I have a different component of a profile. And when I contact the user, I receive a message here in reception, but you have a different message received by a different user. It's only reserved to athlete and recruiter. And I think that is all the component of my app. For continuous, I can say that my app is my MVP is good. Have a good compatibility with Safari and Chrome, so we have a little mistake. So I don't store my token on cookie. I don't have a JSON cookie. My token is storage and local storage right now. And I don't have a HTTPS. It don't secure website and fully. And the optimization for the good. I just make also a optimization so improve media and loading time and for my different tests I have a minimal error rate. I can tell about I have make a functional MVP and a complete platform derivative and have also a lazy reading successful test. And I can tell about my MVP right now is a success to reaching portion. So I have also a recommendation for the future. So a real-time notification user analytic, the progressive web app, and also a cloud development for the end of MVP. So for the conclusion, I can tell that I make a solid architecture. I have a good effective collaboration. My MVP is functional. I have a foundation V2.0 and modern design of social network right now. So thank you for listening. That is the end of my.
I have a question. Okay. How did you test your front end?
My front end?
Yeah.
For test my front end, I make a manual test. So I test a design with the visual design. My front end is test for manual test.
Okay. And how did you test your backend?
For my backend, I use, for the endpoint, I use a Carl test. And I take also a manual test for the JSON Web Token and verify if my environment is a good emplacement.
How can you know, if a user is a recruiter? Is there a way to filter like users, normal users from recruiters on the application?
You can say again the question.
Is there a way, when we search for users in the app, is there a way to filter between normal users and recruiters?
Okay, so when you create an account, you have je ne sais pas si je peux le dire en français. Quand tu crées un compte, il y a des champs qu'on doit respecter d'abord. Lors de la création d'un compte, il y a le champ qui permet de spécifier le type d'utilisateur qu'on utilise, c'est-à-dire fan, recruteur ou athlète. Maintenant, tout au long de tes différentes requêtes, il y a une fonction que j'ai ajoutée dans mes middleware qui me permet de checker, de vérifier de quel type d'utilisateur il s'agit avant de voir si elle a les droits de faire une requête ou pas. Je ne sais pas si j'ai répondu à la question. Okay.
Other question? Caroline.
Thank you. Is your app responsive?
Yes.
Can you show us?
It's okay.
Other question? No? Ok, merci Vikash. Bravo encore. On se retrouve dans 5 minutes et on enchaîne avec Saïd, la dernière personne à passer aujourd'hui. À tout de suite. On reprend pour le dernier étudiant à passer aujourd'hui, Saïd, qui va nous présenter son projet Freelance Website with Professional Quote Generator. Et donc, c'est un projet personnel de website. Bon courage, Saïd. À tout à l'heure.
Merci. Good. Okay. Hi, my name is Said, and today I present my portfolio project called ZS Dev Web, which will be my future personal website as a freelance developer. I started this project because I saw a simple problem. Many companies and freelancers still write codes by hand. So I wanted to build on my website a tool that makes the code process easier. User can create a code step by step, see it online, download a clear PDF, see the status in each code, and follow their activity through a clean dashboard. So it's me. I worked alone on this project, from start to finish. I created the technical design, the back end, the front end, and the Docker environment, etc. Working alone on a full project was a challenge. For the backend, I chose Django REST framework because it's secure and it's perfect for building APIs. For the front end, I used Vue.js, PostgreSQL for database, and I used some tools like SMTP. WYSIWYG, Sharp.js. This stack allowed me to build a modern application that is clean, stable, and easy to maintain. Here's how I organized my work across 4 weeks. Sprint 1, week 1. I set up the backend, created the database model with the CRUD API, and set up the authentication. Week 2, I create the Vue.js structure, build the 8-step code form, added the dashboard, and connected everything to the API. Week 3, I focused on bug fixing and improving performance and some tests. Week 4, I finished the UI and wrote the documentation. This plan helped me build the full application in only 4 weeks. My project had 3 main features. First, the 8 steps code builder. I will show you in the next slide. The second, the online signature, and third, the PDF export. These 3 features work together to give a complete and professional code system. So it's time to demo. So this is my homepage. Have some protected road like the V code and contact. We cannot. So if I go to the V, I cannot. I have to connect. So I use the. Okay. So first one, now I can go to the V, and step by step I can build the V, like for example, site vitrine, non complet, on va mettre email. Site vitrine. Next step, the design, option design. So I can use this one, design model. Niveau complexité, so basic because it's a site vitrine. I don't need supplementary option, so next step I have to describe it, so test the V. Oh, I have to use a date. Next. Okay, I can send it. Okay, it's successful. So now in my devis, I can see all codes I do. I can see it. This one, so more complete. And I do a signature. I accept the condition. Okay, the V is signed. Now I connect with an admin account. And now I can see a new admin class, and I can see the last one and all the codes. And this one is the last. It's accepted because he's in it, so it's signed. So okay. That shows clearly how the application helped the user move from a simple ID to a final signed code. Challenge and solution. In this project I solved two important technical problems. The persistent authentication. The first problem was that the user the user session disappeared when the page refreshed. Also, the access and refresh tokens were not synchronized correctly. So to fix this, I create an authentication store in Pinia with local storage. Now the app keeps the token and restart the session automatically. And the second, the PDF performance optimization. When I generate a PDF, the app needs to load many related objects, so I have to find a solution for reduce the factor of generation. This slide is a show of part of my backend model. this is the heart of my application. This is a simple function, but this function is very important. It calculates the final price of a code based on selected option. We can see the first one we select the project type, and we added the design, the complexity, like you see on the demo, and the function also work with many data using the skip M to M, because we need to skip it before Django can integrate it in the database with an ID. So this project taught me how to manage a full application on my own, make technical decisions and solve real problems. And next step, I would like to refresh the front end, maybe integrate online payment and deploy it. To conclude, I built a complete full stack application in 4 weeks. It has strong features with a clean architecture and scalable and easy to use interface. So thank you for your listening.
Question.
Same, yeah.
How did you test your application?
I tested first one in the first in the beginning of my project. I test my models with unit test, but the first it was the first version. So the actual versions, no, it's not tested yet.
Okay. Second question, the prices that you put in your application, are they random or are they based on market needs?
No, it's based on market needs, yeah.
Okay.
It's the price of market, les prix du marché.
Did you test the app with actual clients or potential clients?
No, I don't test it.
So it's more about the legal aspects, but what happens if a customer underestimates the project since he signed le devis? Do you discuss it with them before agreeing, or how
Yeah,
does that
there is a contact section to discuss with them. I can also change the price with je peux mettre un pourcentage en moins. I can.
Ok. Et du coup, ils doivent le re-signer.
Le re-signer, yeah. Okay. Je renvoie un nouveau devis qui est re-signé, qui m'est renvoyé.
Merci.
The customer did pay the percentage when avant que je commence à travailler.
Yeah, I implement this function in my code. When he signed for the first step. He have to pay 13%, 14 for the second, and 13 when the project is closed and delivered.
Your web application is responsive?
Yeah.
Yes. How does it work with Tailwind?
Tailwind use a class for different size of screen. Can show you. Everything is good.
Okay, but in your code, how does it work? Tailwind with inside the class. How do the function? Comment ça fonctionne?
Il y a des classes qui sont implémentées derrière dans les configurations Tailwind et qui sont rappelées dans mon flux, dans mes codes.
Other question?
Thank you for your performance. I just
Thank
want
you.
to ask a question, simple one. Is your site is still in progressing, or is not of your personal or the other user?
No, for the moment it's not deployed, but it's the next step.
Okay, so thank you for asking.
D'accord.
You have another question, Hussam? No? Okay. Thank you, Saïd. On clôture donc le démodé DSC 26 Holberton Lille et on vous souhaite un très bon week-end. À bientôt. Si vous désirez venir nous voir, le prochain démodé sera en décembre. À bientôt. Au revoir.